Hey everybody, good morning. Mestre Sucuri here on our Patreon page. I just did a video, so maybe you saw the link on YouTube. I did a simple song, and I really hope that we can do a lot of cultural and philosophical understanding of Capoeira. So here goes the first video. Not the first one, but the second one, but with translations. Now, this song here that I did today is adaptation a little bit. I changed it from, you hear it on YouTube, but I'm going to talk about it here. It's a adaptation of one of Mestre Burgues's songs. He's the leader of one of the leaders of Muzenza Capoeira. Fantastic group, fantastic lyrics, very profound and very productive, right? They create a lot. I'm hoping to do my part and add to that. So, the song is titled Já Tive Seu Tamanho. I already had your height, or I was already your size. Basically meaning like I already passed through the experience that you had, right? So I was already at your point in life. I've already walked in your shoes. Now I changed it a little bit to adapt for me, but I kept the nuance of the song as is, right? So the first line says, I'm from San Diego, right? Sou de San Diego. I'm from San Diego. Sorry, it says I came from San Diego. My bad. I came from San Diego, and I had no idea what I was gonna do. Passe fome, passe frio. I suffered, or I was cold. I was hungry. I had nothing to eat. Sem ter nada pra comer. I already sang about my suffering. I slept on the floor not knowing, thinking about what would my life be if it wasn't for Capoeira. Today, only people who know me can really understand my feeling, because I was already your size, or basically I already walked in your shoes. I already had your way of thinking. But today with Capoeira, I can see the brightness of the sun. But don't think it was easy. I really had to work. Today, I thank God and all the Orishas because I'm a Mestre of Capoeira who comes from California. I know that just translations isn't enough, and I really don't want to do that. So I want to talk about an important theme today, right? Some of you guys always ask questions about my past and how I did things and how I became a mestre, and I wrote about it in my book. But there's things that I wasn't able to write that I'd like to share with you guys today. For example, I want to share my experience of when I got my cordon as a mestre, and how it took 3 years for me to wear it. Okay? Think about that. I want to say it was 2011 or 2012. Sorry. I can't remember exactly. Mestre Accordion came here, and he said to me, we were giving Mestre Linguiça, it's contra Mestre Cordon. And he said, it'd be an honor and a privilege to be the godfather and to batizado Mestre Linguiça at the time, contra Mestre. And I was so humble, right? Not even thinking. And Mestre Accordion just looks at me the way he does. And he says, what are we going to do about your cordon, Sucuri? And honestly, I kind of had given up. And to be honest, I gave up because I stopped kind of believing in them, because I felt Capoeira had become so commercial that a cordon was only a marker of time and didn't really have any real meaning, especially for me, who had been doing Capoeira for so long and felt nobody could judge me. But I realized that it's nice to be judged by your peers or people that you respect. For example, Mestre Accordion, Mestre Boa Gente, Mestre Ephraim, all these amazing mestres. And so Mestre Accordion says, we need to think about your cordon. And I said, I don't really care. And he said, Sucuri, I'm going to start calling you Mestre. This is how it was in the past, where the community starts recognizing you as a Mestre. He said that I had a better project and a better situation of what I was doing with Capoeira than many Mestres around the world. I think that means he was talking about organization and how I was doing it and teaching Capoeira. And he also mentioned about how he goes, I know you can take care of yourself, so I'm not worried about anybody messing with you. To be honest, the sense of humility that I felt, and I realized that it wasn't that I didn't have any more belief in what a cordon was, but the fact that because of my deep and profound love of Capoeira and respect of Mestres, I couldn't see myself wearing the cordon. So there I was, red and black cordon, Mestre Sucuri. And Mestre Accordeon and other Mestres started supporting me. Mestre Sucuri, Mestre Sucuri. The community recognizing me as a Mestre. This is the old way of doing it now, where you just get a graduation, but where the people support you. I'm sure a lot of people didn't think that situation. I got a story later about somebody who not criticized, but indirectly, I consider using their white privilege to question my legitimacy as a Mestre. I'll do that for a different video. It's a teaser trailer. So I'm thinking to myself, right? This cordon, guys, I couldn't tell you. Holding the cordon, I felt like it was 100 kilos, 200 pounds. It was, I would hold it and I could feel the energy vibrating and the ashe. And I just didn't feel comfortable wearing it. So I waited because I had such a profound respect of what this cordon meant. And I waited. And about 3 years, Mestre Linguista at the time was like, wear your cordon. Nande. He just started not angrily yelling at me, but he says, you worked for it. You deserve it. Wear your cordon. And I'll be honest with you, the first time I put on the cordon, I almost started to cry. The sense of the value, the sense of the power, the sense of the responsibility. I'm terrified sometimes of how easy people get cordons and how lightly they hold them, right? I'm looking as I'm teaching classes and I see like one of my students is a yellow cordon and a new student comes in and he's helping them. And I'm wondering, do you understand that for you, maybe you're saying a few things, but for that new student, it's like a light illuminating. They're listening to you. They're hungry for capoeira. They're passionate. And what you think is only this, they think is the responsibility of having a cordon, the privilege, the honor, everything. I already had your size. I already walked in your footsteps. I was a student. I was a beginner. Was an advanced student. I graduated. Formado. As professor, starting my own group. Contra Mestre, making my name in the world. Trying to represent as best I can. Today I'm a Mestre of Capoeira. With all humility and all pride. Thank you. And let's keep going. Eu já tive seu tamanho.